Hello everyone, my name is Thomas Neil Rodriguez, better known to most as DJ Neil Armstrong. In 2015, my dog Poe was diagnosed with, among other things, kidney failure. By this time, he had also had a cancerous tumor removed twice and also suffered from various liver issues. But kidney failure is a disease that has no cure. So upon finding out this news, my first question was, how much time do I have left with the little man? Do I have a year? Do I have months? And unfortunately, our vet had to hit us with the sobering truth. She told us that we could really only have days left. Although Poe was a senior pup of 15 years old, he still had a lot of life in him. So my wife-to-be Yuko and I decided to enjoy our limited time together with Poe on this earth by giving him one last big adventure. On March 15th of 2015, we left Jersey City, New Jersey, and we headed west with the goal of getting Poe the dog a chance to dip his paws in the Pacific Ocean. We decided to chronicle his trip via Instagram, mostly to keep a personal diary for ourselves, something to look back on when he was gone. Our expectation was that his Instagram account would be followed mostly by our friends and family, and unfortunately, we had no idea where the story would end. Would we make it to the West Coast? Would he pass on, the road while we were on our way? So of course, we did make it to the ocean, and we got to visit a lot of great places along the way. And we even made it back to New York City. Upon returning home, Poe's story went viral. The story of Poe the dog taking a bucket list road trip made its rounds on Facebook and even on TV and even on the radio. We ended up on the news here in New York, and the story was so popular it made its way to the West Coast and beyond. Our friends in Australia were telling us that they saw the story on their local stations. We got messages from Argentina, Germany, Japan. And what ended up happening was Poe's Instagram turned into a community for dog lovers and for senior dog care. I believe Poe's story resonated with so many pet owners out there in the world who have had to deal with their pets getting older, who have had to deal with losing their beloved animals. Through trial and error and advice given by the community that was rallying around Poe, we were able to care for Poe until the very end. When his body started slowing down, we got him his now famous green cart so that he could still go on long walks with us and enjoy his day. We learned about holistic treatments such as laser therapy, hydrotherapy, and acupuncture, treatments that ultimately would reverse his irreversible kidney failure. We ended up getting him a doggy wheelchair to give him the mobility his heart desired but his body could no longer provide. We learned about supplements and tools specifically made for senior dogs like Dr. Busby's toe grips. And before his journey would come to an end, we would crisscross all over the United States, visiting all but 6 states of our country. When we embarked on our trip, we didn't expect Poe to make it until even April of 2015. He continued to enjoy his life on this earth until February 12th of 2016. And every day we made the most of it. Poe's story of love and living life to the fullest is one that every human can appreciate, especially the dog/pet lovers. And by the time Poe the dog had passed on, he had over 130,000 followers on Instagram. Now, although taking care of Poe in his twilight years was very difficult at times, me and my wife would do it all over again if we had to. I'll often hear people say things like, I wish I had one more day with my pet. Well, somehow we were able to get almost a whole year. Poe's story had built a very special platform for senior dog care, something that isn't really common knowledge among most pet owners. Very often in our society, the answer to old age issues is often just euthanasia. This belief that old age automatically means suffering, automatically equates to suffering. Our experience with Poe showed us that this is not always the case. Yuko and I decided that after Poe passed on, we should not let Poe's platform go to waste. As Poe the dog was a shelter dog that we adopted from the North Shore Animal League here in Long Island, we wanted to continue to spread the word about the shelter dogs all over the world. And we were going to do this by fostering dogs ourselves. So this little lady right here is one of our former fosters named Jasmine, who was admitted to a shelter as a senior dog of 13 years. Fortunately, my mother stepped up and decided she would be the perfect fit for her. And we still get to see her. And in fact, Jasmine is going to help me out today with telling you a little bit more about what we're doing for Poe. So during Poe's last 7 months of life, we brought him to the Animal Medical Center of New York. The care and knowledge we received here was key in giving Poe longevity and comfort in his golden days. This is where he received the hydrotherapy, chiropractic, massage therapy, and acupuncture from the rehab team that made such a difference in his life and ours. Rehab treatments are often given to pets who have ailments who will one day recover, but these same treatments can give a senior dog new life and comfort. So with the help of the Animal Medical Center, Yuko and I have decided to start the Poe Fund in honor of our beloved Poe the dog. The purpose of the Poe Fund is to provide financial relief to our fellow pet owners with senior dogs and cats. The treatments we gave Poe were life-changing for him, but they were very expensive. Fortunately for us, we were able to sacrifice and make it work, but we realized that for many pet owners out there, the financial burden would make getting these treatments for their senior pets impossible. We are trying to start the Poe Fund to remove that obstacle. If you can get your senior pet to the AMCNY, he or she can receive these treatments and the Poe Fund will cover it. The Animal Medical Center of New York has similar funds set up already. For example, there was a fund called the Monty and Minnie Fund, which allowed some financial relief for us when we were taking care of Poe the dog. Most of these funds are created by a single wealthy benefactor. Now, while myself and Yuko are financially sound, we are not quite at that charitable fund level. We're not quite there yet. So to make this happen, we are going crowdfunding. Just via direct donations from our friends and fans of Poe the Dog's Big Adventure, we have already collected over $18,000. But our goal is pretty big. To start the Poe Fund, we need to begin with $100,000. So, holiday season is nearly upon us, and we've gotten contacted about doing Poe-themed merchandise over the past year. So here we present to you Poe the Dog's Paw-some holiday gifts. Some of the stuff here is for humans, some are for our canine best friends. No matter what though, the proceeds made from the purchase of these items goes directly to making the Poe Fund a reality and keeping Poe the Dog's legacy alive. So we have some t-shirts for our pups. Here is Jasmine. I'm gonna pick her up. This is Jasmine modeling one of our shirts now. This is a very special logo that was created by one of Poe the Dog's original followers. Poe in the world in his green cart. These shirts come in a size for a Jasmine sized dog, so about XXL, all the way to, one of them little handheld pups. So we also have the Poe cotton tote bag for us humans who need to carry things. We're offering a cap collaboration with Juan's Tokyo with Poe's favorite donut pillow inspired logo. Obviously for us humans as well, but I can see some dogs wearing them too. We have the official 2017 Poe desk calendar. And finally, the final chapter in the Poe the Dog book series, Poe the Dog's Paw-some Rehab. So all these items are available individually, but if you purchase the special Poe holiday gift box, which is all this you see here, you will also get a bottle of Poe the Dog's brew. That's right, Poe the Dog has his own beer. We did a beer collaboration with Bowser Beer. Now this beer is not for humans, it is for your dog, all right? So if you ever had the aspirations of cracking open a cold one with your pup after a long day, This is your chance. Thank you all for your time and for helping us make the Poe Fund a reality. Very special thanks to all our collaborators, especially to the Animal Medical Center of New York. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you for your time.